Hey guys, happy Thursday. I hope everybody is well. Um, there's been some heavy energy. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm exhausted. I look exhausted. I feel exhausted. And that's totally okay. It's just been a super, super heavy energy. So if you're feeling exhausted, you're not alone. There's lots of us, and we're all really, really feeling it. Nobody, nobody or nothing can really prepare you for the integration period. It's like the shadow work was really hard, but then integrating that and manifesting it in the physical and the crumbling of realities as you integrated your truths and stuff, it's a pretty heavy energy, right? So for some people, it may have brought up old stuff, like old patterns and behaviors where you're like, wow, I haven't felt like this. I haven't thought like that. I haven't done this stuff for a while, and like all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's like, boom, you're sort of like, I feel like I'm back to square one. I've done all this work and here I feel like I've been pulled back. And it's like, we were meant to feel that way. We're being put in that place for a reason so that we can review and look at that and integrate those lessons. But it's tough, right? Because it's like all of these things, these traumas, these issues, this change is all kind of bubbling up. So if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling emotional, that's totally okay. What's really big in the collective right now is this feeling of not being enough. And it's okay if you feel like that. Like, understand that you are enough, right? We are enough. But the thing is that we ran on a program for so long that has made us feel like we are not enough. That don't invalidate yourself. If you still are in a place where you don't feel like you're enough, that's okay. Knowing that you are enough but not feeling it, that's okay to be in that place, right? And just to honor that you're in that place, and it's okay that you're still not feeling like you're enough. Sometimes it's like, I've been talking about this for a little bit, tackling our inner narcissist, and that's really coming up for us right now in how we speak to ourselves. You may find that your inner talk lately has maybe become a little bit more harsh than usual, and these things are coming up so that we can, sorry, there's lots of energy today. These things are coming up so that they can be re-examined and sort of purged out, right? We just need to take a look at some of these things. So really pay attention to the way that you're feeling, and don't be afraid to look into that, and don't be afraid to feel how that you're feeling, right? It's okay to still be in places where you still feel like you're not enough, so that you still feel like you're unworthy. Don't invalidate yourself by not allowing yourself to feel that way. Don't get stuck in that place, right? But a toxic positivity to tell yourself otherwise, right? That you have to be in a place where you feel like you're enough. I try to remind myself in that place when I feel that way, when I have times where I feel like I'm not enough, to remind myself that I am enough, and that it's okay that I feel this way right now, but to trust and believe that I am enough. And it's still something that we cycle through, right? There's layers to these things that come up for us, and layers to us releasing that and having these understandings in these moments. So if you're still in a place where you're having those feelings about yourself, that's okay. And don't make yourself feel badly, like you shouldn't be in that place, or you know better, or sometimes we kind of scold ourselves on the inside, and we don't pick on my inner narcissist, and realizing how kind of sneaky that it is in the way that it can be mean to me, as I kind of lifting those breaking down those walls of reality, right? And seeing truly how that you can treat yourself at times. I feel like that's something a lot of people in the collective are being called to look at, and are still just kind of taming that inner narcissist within us, Breaking down walls of reality, of things around us, having radical acceptance of things we have not wanted to accept in the past, that could be quite painful. That could be quite exhausting as we allow those old foundations around us to crumble. Because we've been working towards building new foundations around our new beliefs. So we're also being called right now. It's like, what do you truly believe in? Who do you believe in? Who are you praying to? Who are you talking to? Like, where are you giving out your energy? What do you believe in? Are you honoring those beliefs? Are you living a life that honors those beliefs? Or what steps are you taking towards creating a life that honors the belief system that you have created for yourself over this time? Wow, I'm getting so much at once. So Spirit's asking us really to spend some time evaluating these things and also taking appreciation for how far that we have come on our journey. I'm going to use these cards because I keep touching them. So let's get the cards out. Involuntary movement is funny sometimes because it's like I don't know that I want to touch the cards, but like I really want to touch the cards at the same time. These ones are kind of sticky. They're new. I just shuffled. Bear with me. Guidance to help us. Guidance to help us. They're like really stuck together. Okay, you have whispers and you have insight. For some people, I feel like your psychic abilities are being heightened and you're literally being whispered. You're being whispered insight and starting to take notice of that. Also, like taking notice of the whispering within yourself, right? Of hearing your own self, of hearing your own intuition, of your own inner guidance, of hearing your guides in whatever way that they're speaking to you and knowing that they are truly whispering to you. Another thing with insight I'm getting is going within, right? Is going within your body and asking yourself how things make you feel, right? When something comes up, it's like, how does this make me feel? We have a lot of like somatic responses in our body, right? And gut instincts and feelings of anxiety, tingling, whatever, you know. Some people get shakes, some people get different things that come up and they know that something isn't right or when something is good. So learning to tune into that insight that our body is giving us. So that's tuning out what is around you and focusing your energy inwards. And sometimes this could be tough, right? And it can be hard sometimes to tune in with ourselves, but the more that we practice on tuning in with ourselves and the easier it becomes to tune in with ourselves. We've just become disconnected from our own energy. So this is something I still struggle with sometimes, is really connecting with my own self. But it's about when you feel something in your body, like when I feel a moment of anxiety, I actually stop to acknowledge, like, okay, how does my body feel right now? And then try to just allow that energy to move out of my body and to bring up whatever thoughts or feelings that are associated with that. Right? Use your body for insight and your own validation. Some of us are still seeking for outside validation, and we need to listen to what our body is telling us, what brings us joy, what brings us happiness, what triggers us, what brings us discomfort, these types of things. Paying attention to that. Anything else in that space? Right now, just keep being compassionate with yourself. Know that even if it feels like you're sliding backwards, you're not. You're just meant to revisit this energy. And there's just something in there that's just kind of another layer or another look deeper that they want you to take into something. So even if you're like, I feel like I learned this, there may be just something a little bit deeper that they want you to take a look at. So don't be afraid to sit in that energy and to allow those feelings and emotions to come up for you so that you can release that for yourself, right? Because it's really important that we bring up and we validate whatever that we're feeling for ourselves, right? Because a big part of shadow work is accepting and embracing the things that we've rejected about ourselves, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly of what we have put in that space. So we need to show ourselves a lot of compassion to the places where we've previously rejected those parts of ourselves and learning how to integrate that in, right? So you come into balance with your light body and your shadow body. I don't like to say it like that because it seems like one is good and one is bad, but one is like consciously that you bring out, and the other is something that you keep in your subconscious and you hide away about yourself, right? So bringing everything up to be seen, to be your authentic self, I think is a nicer way to say that. Just be patient during this time. This energy will pass. It truly will pass. It just have strength and courage, and be just kind and gentle with yourself. I'm going to keep talking about this on my Facebook page, Words of Divine Love. You can find me there. I usually go live within the next 15 minutes from the end of this show. So I hope certainly to see you guys there. Thank you everybody for supporting me. I appreciate it so, so much. And I look forward to reading for you guys next week and seeing you guys on my channel.